Ready?
I think we're good.
Screw you, Baltimore. Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. As always, I'm Robbie, joined by Kyle. Kyle, how are you tonight?
Doing fine. Gotta say it's a warm night here, and I also got smacked in the head by one of my kids. I'm not even joking. Like a 2-year-old kid just came up to me and headbutted me.
Ooh.
Left me a good-sized bump. It was actually kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty funny.
For the record, just to point out to our viewers who may not know you personally, you don't have any children. You work with children.
Children I work with at my school. I don't have any. I'm not married or have any children right now, but yes, children I work at. Get into that. Anyways, but yeah, it's been good. Other than that, it's been good though.
Good. It's going. My week's going well so far. Warm weather. Well, but it is what it is. So for this episode, what we're gonna do is we're gonna sort of go off of what we did in the last episode, which was our sort of 5 most hated coaches in sports. Now we're going to go into 5 most hated players in sports. We've both compiled lists of 5 players that either us personally or the general population don't seem to like or love to hate.
That's true. Yeah, I love to hate. So just like for the coaches list that we made, it's not necessarily, they may not all be players that we personally hate, just players that maybe some of them we do hate, but others maybe that we just find are hated by fans. So,
although I must say,
than us.
Although I must say that the 5 that I picked, I hate all of them.
So, yeah. Okay.
So.
Gotcha. So you're going really in for the anger count.
Yes.
Really hate
going in for the kill.
All right.
So
there you go. Feel the anger.
But since in general I'm a very nice guy, though, so I just when it comes to sports, sometimes you just hate players. You don't even know them, but you just don't like them. Yeah,
sometimes there are some cases where you can kind of see their attitude. Their attitude reeks of awfulness when you see them on the field or on the rink or wherever they play. So that's why we're making this list.
Yeah. All right. Well, in the spirit of being a nice guy, I'm actually going to let Kyle start us off here tonight. So, Kyle, let's hear your 5 hated players.
All right. So, I'm going to put this one the very first, just to get this out of the way. I personally don't hate this player. I think he seems like a good guy. I'm going to put Tom Brady just because he's a very talented player. And I personally like him a lot. I think he's a good guy personally. But he seems like one of those types of players that if you're not a Patriots fan, then you're bound to hate him.
Yeah.
Just like Bill Belichick. You're gonna hate him. So he's definitely not one of my most hated personally, but definitely one of I feel like a lot of people that aren't New England fans, they're most likely gonna not like Tom Brady or Bill Belichick or basically any aspect of the Patriots.
Well, and especially after the whole Deflategate.
Oh, and that too. Yeah. That's right. They're really
that hasn't helped.
No, not really. Nope.
Right.
Let's see. My next pick. Hold on. I have to think about this one a little bit. I just had him. I forgot. Oh wow. That's bad. That's probably what I should. A-Rod from the. He doesn't play for the Yankees anymore, does he?
Yeah, he does.
He still does. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
A-Rod.
He just was suspended for all of last season, but now he's back this year.
Yeah, he just never struck me as a good person. He's just kind of full of himself. A-Rod is an a-hole, like the
A-Royd.
A-Royd.
Yeah. Spoiler alert: A-Rod was on my list as well, so you'll be hearing his name more later on.
He's just not a genuine person. See, the Yankees. I mean, obviously they're hated by Boston, but they do have some really, really skilled players, but also respected players. And I remember, I think we talked about this in another episode. Like Derek Jeter, he is basically the exact opposite, in my opinion, of A-Rod.
Yeah.
He's actually a very genuinely nice guy and a very
he didn't do steroids. accolades.
Exactly. No, he did it with hard work, and that's that. You know, he just played the game. He loved it.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, and then A-Rod, he's kind of the opposite of a Derek Jeter, I think so. My number 3 would have to be. I'm just gonna throw this random pick. This kid from high school that faced against one of the football teams. Just want to say I don't like you. Kind of a jerk. Number 4 is let's see. Hold on. I have my number 1. I can't remember. What was my number 4? Oh wow. This is bad, Robbie.
This is the creative process right here, folks. This is live show.
Oh man, yeah. I probably should have brought a list or something, but you know what? Why don't you go to your list and I'll get back to my 2.
Okay.
Just because I forgot my number 4.
My
number 1.
We'll add them.
We'll add them
a little bit.
So I said my 3.
We are not a professional show here, folks.
Yeah, we don't have like professional camera crews or anything. We got one camera, one like 1.5 lights. And that's about it. That's our production.
Exactly. All right. So for mine, all right. I'll start off with the one that Kyle just mentioned, or not just mentioned, but a little while ago. A-Rod. It's a pretty clear choice for me. Yeah, A-Rod. Pretty much for all the reasons that Kyle said. I mean, the guy is just a grade A sleazeball, just a mean guy. Just can't really say a whole lot of nice things about him. I mean, he smacked the ball brought to the Royals glove in the 04 ALCS. I mean, that's the kind of player he is. Just a dirty, dirty player, cheater.
Oh yeah.
Just not a good guy. And that's all I have to say to that. Because Kyle pretty much summed it up pretty well for me.
Oh, thank you.
The next one is going to be LeBron James. LeBron, is... I must admit, personally, I don't hate him as much anymore since he went back to Cleveland. But just his entire career, especially since he's always been in the Eastern Conference. It always seems like the Celtics and Cavs or Celtics and Heat have always been sort of neck and neck in the playoffs or whatever. I mean, he's just a guy you just sort of love to hate. And I think especially after, the whole decision, when he went on national TV and basically said he was going to Miami. I mean, that gave people just so much more of a reason to hate him. He's just, I'm sure he doesn't seem like that bad a guy, like in general, but he's a great basketball player.
Very talented, yeah.
He's just, again, one of those guys that, if he was here, we'd probably love him. But since he's somewhere else, you love to hate him.
Yeah, pretty much. Kind of like similar to Tom Brady, but a bit more arrogant, I think.
Yeah. The next one I'm going to go with is Barry Bonds.
Ooh,
Barry Bonds, yeah. Barry Bonds, I've never liked him. I mean, he's another one who, was on the roids and just very arrogant guy, very mean to reporters and stuff like that. And just, I mean, I know he hit all those home runs and stuff like that, but just really just kind of a mean and nasty guy off the field. So, and a lot of people, like with many other steroids guys, just don't like him. And I would definitely say that I'm in that ballpark.
Okay.
My 4th one, I know Kyle's going to disagree with me on this, but PK Subban of the Montreal Canadiens. I just have never liked that guy. I mean, he's just such a dirty player. He's always crying about calls and flopping to try and get calls. And I mean, most of the Canadians are floppers anyway, but he really takes the cake. I can't stand him. And
like the king belly flopper.
Nobody, I know, and part of it probably is because, the Bruins-Canadians rivalry, but just, he's such a flopper. I mean, if you go on YouTube and look up PK Subban flops, you'll get like 1,000 hits. I mean, it's just ridiculous how much this guy flops.
Sounds like a fun video to watch, actually. I might have to check that out after the show.
Yeah, I mean, he's just, I just don't like him. And then my last one, number 5. This is actually kind of a fun hate. so to speak. Okay. None other than, hold on, wait for it, the Rob Housler. Yes, I said his name on the show.
No, you hate Rob.
Rob Housler. I mean, he's just such a mean person, just calling into our show and trying to get us 15 minutes of fame. He drives me insane. I mean, you've heard it on the show, him and I arguing back.
You guys are all witnesses, at least for those of you who have seen those episodes, you're witnesses, first-hand witnesses of what he's like on the show.
You and I mean, him and I have had some epic arguments, and I mean, you know, he's just, I just can't stand him.
Kind of loud,
can't stand him. Yeah. It's like, who are you, Rob Housler? Why are you trying to give your 15 minutes of fame on our show when barely anybody watches the show to begin with? But just like, nobody likes you. Nobody knows you. That's the thing, nobody knows you. So nobody can hate you because nobody knows you. But I hate you with a passion, right in here. Right in the core. So yeah,
I mean, that'd be kind of weird if one day he just. I mean, he keeps calling in. What if he just shows up one day? Wouldn't that be crazy?
I'd beat him up.
Beat him up.
I'd absolutely beat him up.
Just beat him up like at the site. Okay, all right, fair enough.
Oh yeah, I'd literally take him and throw him out a window.
Oh wow, okay. Well, there's a window right there, so you can just like take him.
I go all Hulk style on him and just like smash him.
Nice, Robbie smash, boom.
Hulk Hogan or Incredible Hulk, whoever.
Oh, or Hulk Hogan. That's hey, there you go. That's another reference there. I like that.
So,
very nice.
Rob Housler, hate you. That just got really serious.
So serious.
All right. So, and I'm gonna turn it back over to you because have you figured it out?
I remember my number 4 pick.
What about your number 5?
Or yes, I got both of them. Yep.
Okay, go
ahead. My number 4 would have to be. Or did I start with 5 or did I start with 1? I forget. You know what?
Just do the last 2.
Just the last 2 anyway. So the second to last one. Forget about what number I said. Second to last one. I would have to say it's Floyd Mayweather. He's not technically a.
He's an athlete.
He's an athlete. Yeah.
He's an athlete. Yeah.
Okay.
Mostly athletes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was just players.
No, it's athletes. Yeah, I probably said players, but really what I meant was athletes.
We're going to expand the horizons a bit. We're going to say athletes.
I was actually kind of thinking of putting Floyd Mayweather on my list, but I decided against it. But you're right. I mean, Floyd Mayweather would be number 6.
Yeah, he's like your.
Floyd Mayweather would be number 6 on my list.
Very nice.
He'd be in the top 10.
Yeah, kind of all up, but yeah, it's just I don't know. He's just he's just a bad person. He just
he beats women.
Yeah, I mean, like he's just had a really bad history, and you know he was the type of guy that you wanted Pacquiao to beat him and everything. But no, obviously he won. He's a good boxer. Don't get me wrong. He's a good boxer. He's very
on and out of the ring.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. I know, right? Yeah. Not only does he box his opponents, but he beats down the women. Oh my God. Yeah.
Great. Now Floyd Mayweather is going to be calling into this show.
Oh God. I know. Seriously. First Housler, then Mayweather. Oh my God. How are we going to deal? We don't have to challenge anyone to boxing matches. Maybe we'll be okay. But yeah, so Floyd Mayweather has a really bad history beating women. Any person who beats women is just
bad person.
Yeah. And my number 1 pick. Well, actually, he probably should have been my number 1 pick, but I'll just say my other pick anyways.
Yeah.
LeBron James. I'm gonna go with your pick. I had that one in mind the whole time. LeBron James.
Sure you did.
He took it from me first. So LeBron James.
We didn't share these lists with each other.
No, we actually didn't.
We literally didn't share these lists with each other. So we had no idea what each other was going to say.
No, actually, I had LeBron James on my mind, like literally the entire time, even before we started the episode.
You think a lot about LeBron James.
I guess so, yeah. I don't know. I actually really don't think that much about it. Ooh, yeah, see what I mean? See what I did there? But yeah, he's just pretty much what Robbie said. He pretty much summed it up himself. Just kind of a not so great guy. He kind of abandoned his team at one point, his old team, Cleveland, right? That was his first team originally. So yeah, he abandoned them.
They came back.
as a great player as he is, it's kind of like Mayweather.
Very cocky. He's very cocky. I think that's the thing about LeBron. He's very cocky.
Oh yeah, he knows he's a good player and he knows it. That's the type of guy he is, and I have no respect for that type of player. But I think I'd actually have to put Mayweather because at least he doesn't have LeBron, to his credit, doesn't, at least as far as we know, have any history about beating women. So Mayweather actually probably would
that is true.
Spot,
yeah,
so.
Yeah. Mayweather is just overall d-bag.
Oh. Classic.
No filter. Hashtag no filter.
Nice.
All right. Well, those are actually two pretty good lists.
Oh, I liked them.
We probably made a bunch of enemies.
Yeah, probably. They're probably all going to be calling in.
Yeah, they're going to be calling all at once.
LeBron,
they're all going to call in.
Mayweather, they're all just
Housler and everybody.
God, they're all going to have I feel like they're going to create maybe like the League of Doom, kind of like a League of Doom.
The anti-Couch Force 5.
Anti-Couch Force 5. That actually sounds like a good supervillain team, Robbie. That would be sick. And Rob Housler would be like the lead because he's the one always he knows our phone number apparently. So yeah.
Oh, yeah, he knows both of our phone numbers, which is weird.
Yeah, that's right. How do you get both of them?
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I don't get it.
The mystery we'll never know.
Oh, well.
But anyway, we're going to move on to that before we upset anybody else. And we're going to move on to our monologues. I'm going to go first with my monologue because I've had this one prepared since last weekend. I want to send a congratulations out to American Pharaoh. American Pharaoh, for those of you who know, is not a person, it's a horse. And last weekend, American Pharaoh won the Triple Crown in horse racing by winning the Belmont Stakes.
Oh, wow.
Which means that he won the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont Stakes.
Wow.
And I mean, all in the same year. I mean, it's very impressive. It hasn't been done since 1978 up until that time. Yeah, I'm 100%. Affirmed was the last horse, name of the last horse to do in 1978.
So that was when the very first Superman movie took place, in case you wanted or didn't want to know. So.
Sure, whatever, yeah.
Wow, unbelievable. That's impressive.
But yeah, so I just want to say congratulations, American Pharaoh. You are quite the breed of horse there to win all three of those races.
Good stuff.
Congratulations, and next year maybe another horse will win the Triple Crown.
Never know. Maybe Seabiscuit will just come back for the gold. You never know.
Yeah.
Seabiscuit's not even around. I'm just joking around. I just saw that movie.
Is Seabiscuit a real horse? I think it's a real horse.
Oh, no, it's a real horse. It's just or actually wait.
I'm pretty sure it is a real horse. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a real horse that was portrayed in a movie.
It is a movie. I'm just trying to remember if the. Wait, I think it's a real horse.
Yeah, it was a real horse. No, you're right.
Pretty sure it was.
Yeah, no, you're right.
That was like back in like the 30s, I think. So
it was a real horse.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, Seabiscuit.
now we've had that. Now we've confused everybody.
Yeah.
Kyle, you got anything for us this week?
This week, basically, I just wanted to quickly tell you guys I went kayaking this past weekend. And it was really, really great experience, I gotta say. For those of you who have not ever been kayaking, I definitely recommend doing it. It's a great sport / kind of like relaxation type of activity.
Good for wellness. Good for growing big muscles.
Yeah, it really is. Like it's an incredible workout if you really want.
That's the secret to how Arnold Schwarzenegger got so strong. Nobody knows is that he went kayaking.
Oh yeah, every day.
Every day
for like 5 hours at a time. Yeah.
All he did was kayak, and he got awesome muscles.
So that's it. You're right. That's why it's the upper body strength.
Yeah.
It's the rowing. When you get that rowing machine, that's what you do. Yeah. So yeah, I just basically recommend it if you can get a kayak.
And a body of water.
And body of water. If you can find one somewhere, or even just take some. I don't know. Just LL Bean actually does. I don't usually like to advertise, but yeah, places like.
Where you can get free money from LL Bean now.
Yeah, I know, right? Might as well just have like the LL Bean sign, like maybe post like very top, like right corner there. But yeah, no, it's definitely a great activity to do. You can treat it as a sport, or you can it's just a leisurely activity. If you want to just get out and, in the open nature, then I definitely recommend doing that. So, yeah.
Well, thank you for that. So that's going to do it for this edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. Thank you, as always, everybody, for joining. And for Kyle, I'm Robbie. We'll see you next time.